Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu Part 41 von The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, Second Chapter. Ja, wir haben jetzt mit dieser Folge den Folgencount des Vorgehens übertroffen, sind aber noch lange nicht am Ende. Es kommen noch, ich glaube, 2, 3 Kapitel oder so sind es halt noch. Und in diesem Sinne reden wir gar nicht mehr lang drum herum. Estelle wurde gefangen genommen, ist jetzt bei Ouroboros auf deren neuen Geheimbasis, denn ja, logischerweise diese leere Basis mitten am Valeria Lake. Haben wir eigentlich jetzt einen Plan, wo wir sind? Nee. Wir sind irgendwo. Republic of Calvard. Da geht's auch nochmal irgendwann hin. Spannend. Und da oben irgendwo liegt... Also hier liegt Erebonien und da ganz oben irgendwo liegt Frostbill. Was wohl gar nicht so weit weg ist, größentechnisch. Kann ich euch mal in dem Bookie zeigen, das bei Trails from Zero online dabei war. So, viel zu viel geredet. Wir spielen gerade Ren und versuchen Estelle... Ich muss mal gerade bei mir ein bisschen leiser machen. Ich hoffe, dass das jetzt die Aufnahme nicht groß beeinflusst, aber bei mir war wirklich sehr laut. Genau, und wir müssen jetzt zum Professor. Knuckle Meatball. Was haben wir denn hier? No matter where you go in this life, there's always someone looking to take you for all you've got. It happened to me and it will happen to you. Das klingt mega düster, das tut mir auch ein bisschen leid. Aber ich meine, wir können uns sowieso gerade noch gar nicht groß umgucken, weil irgendwann es heißt, hey, nein, ja da. Oops, silly me, the sanctuary isn't this way. We need to use the elevator on the opposite side of the hallway. Ja, wir können eigentlich im Grunde genommen hier jetzt nur noch geradeaus durchgehen. Warte, hier war ich jetzt schon drin, oder? Ja, da war die Truhe. Das richtige Erkunden dieses Schiffs, das kommt später noch. EP Charge. Was haben wir hier? I know it's not much fun to open an empty chest, but think about how much fun it was to open when it still had something in it. Memories. Ja, dafür ist halt die Truhe da, ne? So, ich glaube, hier kann ich jetzt auch nicht rein. Genau, sagt's genau das Gleiche. Also müssen wir... Come on, the elevator is just over there. Und genau das müssen wir jetzt machen. Oh, guck mal, jetzt sind sie Goth geworden mit ihrem schwarzen Ouroboros-Signal. So schnell kann's halt kippen, ne? So. Access to the sanctuary and the engine room is restricted. Please provide your voice identification. Enforcer number 15 Ren. Codename Angel of Slaughter. Destination Sanctuary. Access granted. Welcome, Enforcer Ren. Nice. So. Wie gesagt, jetzt am Anfang ist erst noch ein bisschen Storybeat, aber natürlich werden wir mit Estelle auch wieder hier von wegkommen und da können wir ein bisschen freier rumlaufen. So. And here we are. This is the sanctuary. The professor should be just inside. Hey Ren, what is it? Were you the one controlling that Joshua puppet in the base? Uh-huh, that's right. The professor asked me to. Neat, huh? So you're a victim of the society too, huh? Never mind. Well, here I go. See you later. Ich finde es so schön, dass Ren noch gar nicht weiß, dass sie eigentlich manipuliert wird oder wurde. Und Estelle jetzt aber schon so gereift ist, dass sie halt weiß, dass sie sich erstmal gar nicht aufregen muss, sondern dass sie erstmal, dass diese initiale Wut erstmal hier an diesem Moment gar nichts bringt. Eigentlich wirklich schön gemacht. So, dann wollen wir mal. Schöner Schwenk auch mal wieder. Genau richtig. Auch wenn es hier völlig unnötig ist, weil es eine Schwarzblende. Also wäre cooler gewesen, wenn man den Raum dann dahinter auch sehen könnte. Oh, aber schön gemacht. Ich erinnere mich an diesen Raum jetzt erst wieder tatsächlich. Es ist ein Orgel. Eine Orgel. Warum müssen Bösewichte eigentlich immer sowas wie Orgel spielen, Äpfel essen oder sonst irgendwas? Warum ist das böse? Wir wissen es nicht. Welcome aboard the Glorious. It's been some time since we last met Estelle. Ah, Professor Alba. I thought it was you. I'd finally remembered when I heard your voice a minute ago. Cassius Bride's daughter continues to impress. The seal on your memory wasn't particularly strong, but throwing it off on your own is still worth some manner of praise. My apologies, I've yet to properly introduce myself. My true name is George Wiseman. I am one of the Angers, Supervisors of the Society. So, jetzt haben wir nämlich die nächste Stufe. Enforcers sind die, wenn man so will, ausführenden Kräfte. Steht auch relativ weit unten, abgesehen halt von so Leuten wie den Jägers, die halt wirklich engagiert wurden. Aber innerhalb von Ouroboros selber sind die Enforcers relativ unten. Übrigens ein geiler Track im Hintergrund, wollte ich nur nochmal sagen. Ich bin ein Sucker für so Orgelmelodien. Und die Angers sind halt die Stufe höher. Die unterstehen quasi den Grandmaster persönlich oder der Grandmasterin. Spoiler. Ja, an Angers? So you're like one of the high commanders of the society? Something like that. Now, as I said before, I am completely prepared to answer any questions you may have. What would you like to ask first? Honestly, there's so much to ask. I'm not even sure where to start. You needn't fret, take your time thinking things over. If it pleases you, I could play a relaxing etude while you collect your thoughts? Yeah, I think I'll pass. You know, you didn't strike me as someone who would be into that sort of thing. Well, whatever. Here's a question for you. Was the whole poor archaeologist thing a total act or what? Putting the poverty aside, I actually am an archaeologist. And as an aside, I picked up the pipe organ during my time with the church. I may not be that Erebonian you spent so much time with, but I dare say I'm decent, wouldn't you? Hang on, the church? Like the Septian? I was something of an academic priest. A chance meeting with the Grandmaster led me to discarding the path of faith. My knowledge of artifacts, paltry as it is, still proves useful from time to time, thankfully. With our current plan in particular. The one who tempted Colonel Richard into starting the coup, and the one who arranged all the gospel experiments. It was you. It certainly was. And it was all for the sake of our cause. Your gospel plan? I saw something in the research facility about that. Your plan is to take the areola, isn't it? Take the areola? That's not entirely accurate. But for the purposes of this conversation, it will suffice. Yes. What is the areola anyway? Why do you want it so bad? I know it's said to be one of the treasures of Adius, but just what is it? For the moment I must keep the exact nature of the areola a secret. I would, after all, so hate to spoil the surprise. The surprise, right, thanks. Our plan has moved into its third phase. Very, very soon now its true nature will be plain to see. I can barely contain my anticipation. And once the areola has shown itself, then we will see the potential of mankind unfurl before our eyes. The potential of mankind? Ragnarok said something about that too. Oh, the Holy Beast was willing to bestow his wisdom upon you? Perhaps you are doing more than simply living in your father's shadow. Spare me the flattery. And what the hell, I keep asking you things and you keep dodging the answers. Do forgive me, it wasn't my intention to be so evasive. I can, however, easily answer the question I know you want me to ask most. The what? What keeps you from asking it? Don't be afraid, muster your courage and ask for it of me. Joshua, where's Joshua? His exact location is currently unknown to me. From what I've observed, he's up to something with those sky bandits. Their movements have proven to be quite elusive, though he is alive and well, I can assure you. Okay. Joshua's specialities are covert operation and guerrilla warfare. I was the one who tuned him to excel at such, but he has long since surpassed even my greatest expectations. I gleefully await seeing the height of his potential. You? Come now, you needn't look so angry. When Joshua was entrusted to my care, his heart was akin to a glass ornament dashed against a paving stone. It was my first attempt at rebuilding such a shattered soul. Is it not natural, you think, for an academic to be curious about the result of his work? What did you tell Joshua on the day of the Queen's birthday celebrations? I merely removed the block on his memory and told him the truth. That he, once taken into your home, had unwittingly been acting as a spy and sending guild information to the society. That Richard's coup succeeded in its own right because of him. And finally that, thanks to his efforts, the ground was at last fertile for our plan. I even rewarded him. I formally released him from his obligations to the society. I finally get it. Why Joshua, that night, why he disappeared. Why he said goodbye with that look on his face. Yes, I must say I did find that regrettable. To think Joshua would abandon you so coldly after regaining himself. I recommended he just pretend he knew nothing of it and continue his life with you, but alas. I suppose my generosity backfired, no? I'm amazed you can't even say that. You were the one who chased Joshua into a corner in the first place. He didn't have a choice. So he had to look like that and give his harmonica to me and say goodbye, Estelle. All of it, every last bit, it's all your fault. Liv, the hell did you come from? I was here from the start. You simply didn't bother to notice. What an undignified performance. Und da sind sie alle auf einem Haufen. Ja, sehen nie so gut aus. You performed so well in completing my challenges too. Did I not teach you to think before you act? Come on, give her some credit. It takes balls to pick a fight with him. Agreed, regardless of her skills, her courage certainly is impressive. Though I wonder if we should call it courage or mere foolishness. Foolishness, so. Oh crap. So you're the Divine Blade's daughter? Kommt jetzt noch Campanella dazu? Ja, natürlich. This would be the first time we've met. I'm Enforcer number 0, Campanella the Fool. Nice to meet you. Another one? Stop it, guys, you're scaring Estelle. Und natürlich noch Ren. Ren too? You don't need to worry, Estelle. I know what I said last time, but we aren't here to hurt you or anything, promise. Huh? Hey, Professor, why not ask Estelle right now? Will knows as good as a time as any. How about it, Estelle? Would you like to join Ouroboros? What? I'm sorry, I misheard that. Would you say that one more time? I asked if you would like to join the Society of Ouroboros. You wouldn't become a full-fledged enforcer right away, of course. You would be more a candidate for the position. Whoa. Are you insane? Come now, it's hardly the leap of logic you're thinking. Joshua has been rather stubborn about returning, but with you here, he would undoubtedly come back to us and to you. Oh, Estelle, you want to see Joshua again more than anything else, right? If you join us, that'll come true right away. What's there to even think about? But Now, Ren, Estelle might need some time to weigh her options. We will be departing the ship for a little while on business, Estelle. You may give us your answer when we return. Yeah. And I do apologize for this, but your options must remain fairly limited during your stay. Feel free to request anything you need, but you'll be staying in your cabin. Ja. Finde ich unfair. If I join the society, I'll meet Joshua again. That's all but guaranteed. Besides, I don't have to join them for real, right? I can just, pretend to join them and learn more about how they operate. I'm not the best actress in the world, so it might be hard, but it's better than just being locked up. Dass sie es überhaupt überlegt, ey. No, that's stupid. That isn't the way I do things. Pardon me? Huh? You? No need to be so on guard. I've no intention of harming you, though if you want to try something like that little stunt of yours earlier, I may have no other choice. Yeah, well, sorry. What you doing here anyway? Weren't you guys going out somewhere? The professor and the others are the ones who will be advancing the plan. I'm staying behind and minding the glorious. What is it you people are planning on doing? If you wish to find out, why not accept the professor's invitation? You learn most of our plans if you do. It seems you have your answer, but you're still hesitating, aren't you? If you want my advice, Estelle Bright, you're not suited for the Society of Ouroboros at all, in both ability and personality. Man, do you have to be so completely blunt about it? Don't misunderstand me, the potential for the necessary skill is within you somewhere. But your personality, you have too little darkness within you to be part of the Ouroboros. Darkness? All those in service to the Grandmaster bear some kind of darkness on their shoulders. Myself, the professor, the other enforcers, Joshua too, needless to say. Hey, what's your relationship to Joshua anyway? Our relationship? Joshua was weirdly focused on you. He seemed to know who you were even though he didn't recognize you with that mask on. And on top of that, it seemed like he was desperate to find out who you were. That doesn't surprise me. The professor sealed part of his memory away. He was hypnotized in such a way that the moment he left the society he could remember little about us. Even if he remembered his actions as part of the society, he could not remember his confederates. That would have been the core of his dilemma. The memories of his childhood would be the same. Even if he remembers Karen, he likely would have only loosely remembered me. I see, so that's why. Wait, Karen? I've heard that name before. Karen Estelle, a childhood friend of mine and Joshua's older sister. She died 10 years ago. Wow. That harmonica you have was originally Karen's. Joshua held onto it as a memento, and then it was passed on to you. Joshua had an older sister? How? How did Karen pass away? I hope you know what you are really asking. The answer to that question requires staring into the abyss in which Joshua and the rest of us reside, and it will stare back. Are you prepared for that? Tell me. I don't know if I'm ready for what's coming or whatever, but I want to know what kind of path Joshua has followed. If nothing else, I have to know that. As you wish. It was a little over 10 years ago, back when you could still find the village of Hamel on maps of Erebonia and Liberl. Jetzt erfahren wir nämlich die Geschichte, was passiert ist. Da erstmal einen Schluck. Hamel was a tiny little place. There weren't many other young people, so the three of us were always together. I dreamed of becoming a bracer and I spent my free time practicing my swordsmanship. Karen and Joshua would watch and encourage me. It was how we whiled away the days. Once I was done with practice, we would return our ears to Karen's harmonica. Karen could play anything on that harmonica, anything. But my favorite was always the old Erebonian folk song, The Whereabouts of Light. It seemed like that bliss would last forever. We believed that. We had no reason to doubt it. That day dawned and began just like any other, and then they came. A band of invaders, garbed in black and armed with Liberian weaponry, came from nowhere. They encircled the village and slaughtered everyone in sight. None were spared, not the old and infirm, not the young and defenseless, not even infants. Those who were killed quickly in the opening moments were the luckiest by far. And the woman, even in this telling, there are some things I will not recount. Also könnt ihr euch das vorstellen, ne? Das Dorf wurde vollständig ausgelöscht von offenbar liberianischen Soldaten. We fled desperately from that hell. We were lucky to be in a position to escape when the attack began. We fled for the outskirts of the village. The screams of our own families carried to our ears on the wind. Once we'd gotten to the outskirts, I told Karen and Joshua I would act as a bait to confuse any pursuers. I promised them I would catch up to them soon and send them ahead. But the attackers, they had laid their plans well. They had people in position to deal with any who tried to flee. Komischer Effekt gerade, wo. Da haben wir wieder gemerkt. Ich glaube, das Problem, was ich immer habe mit diesen abgeschnittenen Kanten, ich glaube, es liegt einfach daran, dass es auf 4:3 ausgelegt war. Kann auch gut sein, ne? Anfang 2000er, kann auch gut sein. Oder Mitte 2000er, ja. When I'd finally caught up to them, the scene was strangely quiet. A man dead, shot through the throat, Joshua with a gun in his hand, dumbstruck, and Karen holding Joshua with a horrific wound on her back. She was barely breathing at that point. Even now the scene seems surreal to me. Karen was calm and content. She entrusted her harmonica to Joshua, then asked that I take care of him. And then she died quietly there in that clearing. Why did that? The Empire invaded Libel almost immediately afterwards. A defenseless little village, its inhabitants slaughtered by men with Libelian arms. It was almost too perfect an excuse to invade. It can't be. Libelian troops doing that? When the local garrison found us, they were adamant the invaders were Libelian. When the war ended a few months later with the Empire's defeat, however, we were given a different tale entirely. They told us instead that a band of Jäger dropouts had turned to pure brigandery, ich weiß es nicht. And they told us to never speak to anyone else of the attack. The Erebonian authorities announced that Hamel had been destroyed in a landslide, and all roads leading there were to be closed completely. Hold on, what? Why would they lie about that? Neither explanation makes sense. That's almost like... Indeed. Everything was a fabrication by the warhawks in the Empire to justify the invasion of Libel. At the end of the war, the ruse was discovered and the imperial government was thrown into panic. They conceded to a comprehensive peace and executed nearly everyone involved in the plot, all to pretend that it never happened. That, Estelle, is the tragedy of Hamel in full. Und das ist echt krass. Also die haben ihre eigenen Leute abgeschlachtet, um zu rechtfertigen, in ein anderes Land einfallen zu können. Und das ist wahnsinnig wichtig für die Story hier. Das zeigt aber auch die Tragödie von politischen Ambitionen mancher Staaten. Solche Sachen hat es wirklich gegeben. Behaupte ich jetzt einfach, ohne es zu wissen. Aber das ist ein ekelhaftes Instrument, das man wirklich genutzt hat, meine ich mir einzubilden. Ich kann das auch mal nachrecherchieren. Sollte ich auch machen, bevor ich so einen Scheiß sage. Jonas, was ist los mit dir? Aber furchtbar. That was also when Joshua's heart was broken entirely. He was now burdened with the torturous death of his sister, his parents, and everyone he knew, and even the shock of taking another man's life. How could that not shatter the soul of a 6-year-old child? You've likely heard the rest from Joshua. His spirit was so wholly broken that he lost all will to do anything but play that harmonica. He began to waste away. That was when the two of us were found by Weissman. To save Joshua's life, I entrusted him to Weissman's care and threw myself into Ouroboros training. And then 2 years later, Joshua, repaired as he was by Weissman, followed the same path. This is darkness, Estelle. Do you understand what sort of gulf separates you and Joshua now? Do you understand what he stares into every day? I do, yeah. Now I think I really understand why Joshua left. Huh? Hey, next time you see him, tell Wiseman thanks, but no thanks. I'll never join Ouroboros. It's not because I like or dislike the society, but as long as I'm going to pull Joshua back over that gulf of you mentioned, forget it. Although I do feel kinda bad about letting Ren down after she went through all this trouble to invite me. Hey, you think she'll forgive me if I say I'm sorry? You're one of a kind, Estelle. To hear those horrors and thus lose your hesitation? You truly are more than just the daughter of the divine blade. Thanks for the compliment, I guess? And you say all that, but you care about Joshua too, right? You guys were friends. Or maybe more like brothers. Let me be absolutely clear, that was 10 years ago. To me now, he's nothing more than a rogue element to be eliminated. What? The professor seems to enjoy letting Joshua do as he pleases. I have a different plan in mind. Sooner or later I will deal with Joshua personally. Wait a second, what the hell is this? Karen asked you to take care of him. Doesn't that mean anything to you? I have my own path I've chosen for myself. I've dedicated myself to my goal, and any who stand in my way shall die by my blade. Not even Karen's final request will stop me. How can you? Ja, so nett ist er dann halt auch nicht. Was gibt es diesmal? Noch einen Schluck aus der Flasche, würde ich sagen. Keine Sorge, es ist eine Spezi, Leute. Ich trinke keinen Alkohol bei einer Aufnahme. Das ist echt ein bisschen hart asozial. So, da kamen die Flugzeuge vorbei. Was bedeutet das für uns? Those are the professor and the others, yes. It looks like this third stage of the plan is getting underway. This third stage? What's... That is not for you to know. Once we're finished, you'll be returned to your father. Behave until then. Now just as one final note, don't even think of attempting to escape. The Glorious is 8,000 arc above ground. You have nowhere to run. Ich würde sagen, ist mir egal. Ist mir egal. Don't even think of attempting to escape, he says. As if he doesn't know that it's human nature for me to want to do the exact opposite. Besides, he's the only enforcer on board. Alright, why not? Let's do this. So nämlich. Einfach rausgehen, oder? Nee. Okay, the timing's gonna be everything. If I can figure that out, I'll be good. Let's see. I'll wait a couple hours until they let their guard down and then... Right, it's worth a shot. So this was a memento of Karen, huh? You shouldn't throw away something like this so easily, you idiot. Okay. Ein Jäger. Hey, time to change shifts. How's the girl acting? Quiet as a mouse. She might be a bracer, but she's still just a kid. Probably curled up in bed, scared out of her mind. Babysitting while everyone else is out sucks. This is so boring. I wanted to get out of there into the action. Quit your whining. These are Lionheart's orders, and hell if I'm not gonna follow his instructions to the letter. Huh? What was that sound? Hey, what you doing? You don't think she escaped? Komm, das war der alte Trick. Damn it. That stupid girl. Does she not get where she is? Is she trying to kill herself or something? Gehenna, take me. Right now she probably fell. You've got to be kidding me. What are we gonna tell Leonard that'll let us keep our heads? The damn brat, nothing but a load of trouble. Damn brat, huh? You. Nice try, old man. Bam. Oh, ich liebe es zu sehen, wie diese Frau es immer stärker wird und wächst. Das ist so... Einfach zwei Jäger alleine ausnehmen. Das wäre halt im ersten Teil unmöglich und undenkbar gewesen. Ist jetzt halt so, ja, es passt. Never underestimate a bracer. First of all, don't you think that it was a little rude calling a sweet maiden like myself a damn brat? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't call you that, I swear. Oh, you didn't? Well, you didn't correct your buddy then. Either way is the nap time for you. Bam. Schön. So, okay. Reinforcements are probably gonna get here really quick, so I should book it. There's gotta be some way off this boat. And I won't give up. Not until I see Joshua, not until I see that dummy again. You won't stop for anything, Löwe. Well, neither will I. So, und nach sehr, sehr viel Vorgeplänkel werden wir nun endlich dieses Schiff langsam aber sicher verlassen. So, die Zimmer müssen wir nicht nochmal durchgucken, die haben wir ja schon absolviert. Da hochkommen wir nicht, weil wir haben gar nicht... Was haben wir denn hier? You're here. Elevated to Sanctuary, elevated to Forecastle First Floor. Heißt das, wir sind Forecastle Second Floor? Oder ganz woanders? Wir werden es sehen. Warte mal. Nee, das war nur eine Karte. Okay, ja, dann gehen wir erstmal unten lang und schauen in die Räume rein. Hier ist nix. Hier ist nur ein Roboter. Also wie gesagt, die Kämpfe, die sparen wir uns jetzt größtenteils, weil warum sollen wir die mit... Da, Truhe, schön. Estelle wird hier sowieso nicht noch aufsteigen in diesem Dungeon. I don't know what you expected. Ja, stimmt. Und hier auch noch einfach nur so ein komischer Roboter. Okay, das heißt, wir müssen hier hin. Ja, elevator to Forecastle First Floor. So, Glorious Forecastle First Floor, okay. Deck. Wahrscheinlich durch die Mitte durch wird eher schwierig dann, schätze ich mal. Nö, können wir auch machen. Aber ihr habt es ja gerade gesehen an den Seiten, es geht auch nach oben. Und 100 Pro gibt's da Truhen. Zack. Ja, guck mal. Gar nichts können die. Ja, lachhaft. Lachhaft, sage ich dazu. So, was haben wir hier? Ein Weg. Warte, dann müsste ich erst nochmal hier oben gucken. Nicht, dass ich hier irgendwas verpasse. Oh. What is this? Okay, das heißt, unten wäre sowieso nicht geradeaus weitergegangen. Ich erinnere mich dunkel. Da siehst du mal. EP Charge. It's a vase, it's a pot, no, it's Super Chest. Schöne Superman-Anspielung für die, die es immer noch nicht verstanden haben. As you look into the darkness of the empty chest, it reminds you of the darkness that fills your heart. Tragisch. This chest remembers your previous visit and is none too happy to see you return. Kann ich verstehen, wir haben nur Schmerzen über sie gebracht, dann gehen wir jetzt mal hier rüber. Also unten wäre sowieso nicht lang gegangen. Man sieht's. Und da sind, warte, ich habe ja die Maus. Da wären auch diese Stacheln gewesen, die wären dann einfach hochgefahren und dann, ja, wäre genau das gleiche in grün gewesen, ne? Die Frage ist nur, ja, hier. Ich bin ein kleines bisschen verstopft. Oh, come on. Again? Ja, gut. Bringt jetzt auch gar nicht mehr viel darüber nachzudenken. Es gibt ja nur die eine Option. Okay, hier lang. Und hier geht's vermutlich dann wieder runter. Okay, da geht's gar nicht lang. Warte, ich möchte einmal hier auf der anderen Seite gucken. Nicht, dass ich hier noch was übersehen habe. Das ist nämlich, genau, da sind wir gerade dran vorbeigelaufen. Aha, eine Truhe. There's nothing in this chest, but you looked so excited to open it that I didn't have the heart to tell you earlier. Ja. Okay. Aber das scheint es schon gewesen zu sein, ne? Dann Aufi hierhin. Oha. Wow. Wo sind wir? Ach, wir sind draußen. Ja, ist natürlich geil. Also wir waren jetzt quasi da links hier in diesem Obergeschoss drin. Ich kann es gar nicht zeigen. Darn it, wrong way. This looks like the main deck. Someone please tell me why this thing has to be so ridiculously huge and easy to get lost in. At this point, my only real hopes are to either find a parachute or someone take control of one of the smaller airships. Either way, gotta keep going. Ja, so sieht es nämlich aus. Die Frage ist nur, sind hier auch vielleicht Truhen draußen? Weil wir waren jetzt hier drin. Nee, da ist nichts, ne? Und jetzt geht's weiter nach... Wir sind die ganze Zeit nach unten gefahren, oder? Habe ich das falsch im Kopf? Aber jetzt geht's nämlich da weiter noch nach unten. Aha, there she is. Daran kann ich mich nämlich noch erinnern, dass es noch weiter runter ging. Okay, Jägers. Crap. That's far enough, girlie. Not too bad, though, escaping from custody on the glories and all. The daughter of Cassius' bride does not disappoint. You understand, of course, that trying to resist is pointless. Be a good little girl and lay down your weapon. What a pathetic showing, Estelle Bright. Und jetzt wird's ein bisschen witzig. Kleinen Moment. Ihr wisst nämlich, wer das ist. Huh? Oh, don't recognize me with a helmet, do you? Fine then. Look into the face of the one who bested you. Huh? You remember at last. I doubt you ever thought to encounter me again, even in your worst nightmares, huh? Also es ist Mayadamus Form Street. Ich weiß nicht, ob man dafür einen falschen Dingens kriegt, deswegen sagen wir es richtig, aber es ist einfach Gilbert. Oh, I think I remember you. You're Mayadamus something or other, I think? How can you be so uncertain? Yes, I am Gilbert, former steward of Mayadamo. You can't even remember those you have arrested? Unbelievable. Well, excuse the heck out of me for being surprised. I mean, first of all, didn't we hand you over to the army for a trial and stuff? How'd you even manage to get here? You doubt my resourcefulness. During the coup, I managed to escape in the chaos. Shortly thereafter, Ouroboros found me, and so I pledged my allegiance to them. Don't know whether to call that tenacious or just thick-headed. Are you seriously a Jäger? You're not actually going to fight, are you? And again, you underestimate me. I'm a protege of the sword as much as the pen, a master of both. But I remember how you screamed back when you get roughed up by those special ops guys at the lighthouse. Do you really think you cut out for combat? It was all high-pitched too, like... Silence. I've been part of a huge number of combat enhancement programs since I first entered the Society's service. My physical abilities have been greatly increased and my knowledge of battle tactics is unparalleled. So don't think you can best me again, bracer scum. For the love of... Now just play along for now. Now then is still bright. If you want to live, throw aside your stick, get down on your knees and beg for mercy. If you do that, I may even forgive your past transgressions. What an offer, I moved to tears over here, really. But sorry, I'm pretty thick-headed too. Maybe I can beat one of your crazy enforcers on my own, but I can sure throw down with the likes of you. So bring it on, Screamer. Oh, schön. Zack. Ja, kommt erstmal hier hin. Nummer 1 weg. Und wie gesagt, diesen Kampf kann man sogar, glaube ich, verlieren. Aber für uns natürlich als Overpowerte super easy. Zack. Moment, ich glaube, die sollte ich hier kaputt machen. Wobei, wenn ich da hinten gar nicht hinlaufe... Oh. Das wollte ich jetzt gar nicht. Ich will erstmal die weghauen. Zack. Ja. Ja, also stimmt. Wenn wir da gar nicht in der Nähe sind, können wir das einfach direkt sein lassen. Ergibt gar keinen Sinn. Zack. So, jetzt haben wir Gilbert weg. Jetzt kann er auch keinen mehr retten. Jetzt explodiert das hier hinten noch. Damn it, this is rough by myself. What a resilient woman. She's running on empty though. Enough playtime. Surround her and take her down. Kann sein, dass wir jetzt ein paar Bracer Points verpasst haben. Es tut mir ein bisschen leid. Warte, ich kann das ja nachgucken. Moment. Ja, wir haben es verkackt. Hallihallo. Falls dieses Ende jetzt ein bisschen merkwürdig kommt, liegt es einfach daran, dass ich mich kurz dann doch entschieden habe, das Ganze aufzusplitten, weil der zweite Part nochmal genauso lang geworden ist wie der erste Part. Also auch wenn der Kampf jetzt geschafft wurde im nächsten Teil, ist es sehr, sehr lang geworden und entsprechend habe ich mich dazu entschlossen, doch die Sachen aufzuteilen, sodass es nicht eine, sondern 2 Folgen sind. Aber wie gesagt, beide so um die 3/4 Stunde lang. Ist, glaube ich, auch besser dann wegzugucken, kann man besser unterbringen. In diesem Sinne, vielen Dank fürs Dabeisein und in der nächsten Folge geht es hier direkt weiter mit dem großen Finale von Kapitel 6. Tschüss!